letting this John Deere 7800 warm up for a minute. I guess now we can somebody tightened up this throttle on this thing. What in the, or else it might just be that cold. So we I didn't have it in the gear all the way, so yeah, I think that throttle must just be cold, the cable going outside. So we're just gonna cruise our way on over to the farm, and we will join back up with you when we get there. The reason for going so slow is so that the water that is on the road does not end up on the tractor. We'll try and keep the tractor clean until it is time to do field work. So our heater is working, it's getting comfortable in the cab, but our selector control knob, this little guy right here, is broken. Okay, you can see we're on the defroster, but we're still coming out the vent, so we are broken. But I'm not gonna be running this tractor much, so I don't care. It's not so much that I don't care, it's cosmetic stuff. I've sweated before. You gotta do what you got to do to get the job done. I mean, you got a window that opens to let some ventilation in. So, yeah. When the air conditioner puked on the 7810, I was mowing pasture and I sweated my bahookie off. Okay, so we just got to the farm. We got a speaker that is out. 3 speakers, 1, 2, 3, that are mucho broken. Cosmetic stuff, right? Cosmetic stuff. Only thing we got left in the building is to get that cat out of here, along with that 744, and right there is where that thing is going to sit. It don't look too bad. Go back for 8300 now. Time to start this 8300. Get it out of here. A little cold. Let this John Deere 8300 finish warming up. I am really unsure of how long you're supposed to let a power shift transmission warm up for. The book don't really tell you nothing. The operator's manual is so confusing because there is so many different variables and ways to shift the thing that I don't really know what I'm getting myself into. I do know one thing it's going to take some getting used to is this thumb thing, this steering wheel. I really miss having the other one with the cylinder inside of it. Maybe I think John Deere felt maybe doing it this way there would be a lot less moving parts. I don't know. We got a couple of problems. There's a hydraulic light that blinks on this thing, but it is okay. And what I was talking about with shifting this is I'm gonna have to get used to it. Is let me put some air in this seat so I can see out of this thing correctly. Okay, so I guess what you would do is I have read in the book that it is hard to use the, or too hard to use the clutch on the for the transmission, okay? I don't know why it says not to use the clutch. So we're gonna try and avoid that as much as possible. The only time I see using the clutch is like hooking a piece of equipment up or anything like that. So you'll flip that guy to neutral. Right there's park. You can see it stopped it right there. So there we're in neutral, we're kind of moving. And then you bump the thing back into park. All just by moving it like that, okay? So you take your little shifter, move it up of there, and away you go. You do everything off of your right hand. Now, what's nice with this is it slides with the seat. How cool is that? So we will take her up to 4 miles an hour. That is done just by bumping this little guy. It is so nice that I put them lights in that display when I did. That thing actually goes past 4 miles an hour. But hey, we need to get the hang of this still. Like I said, I've put less than 100 hours on this tractor last fall. I'm still getting used to it. I mean, I guess the only thing that I need to really worry about is when it comes time to run to Salford, ground speed, my hydraulics, putting fuel in it, and making sure we don't run into any trees, because this thing takes a lot more room to turn than the other tractors that we have on the farm. This is the biggest tractor that we have on the farm in 2025. And this thing is big. We'll have to just, I guess, get a feel for it. I guess I really can't give you guys a full review on this thing until after I've run it for a couple of acres, and then I can really give you my likes and dislikes about this tractor. But I don't really think that's going to be possible because we don't have another 8000 series to compare it to. I do want to see something. So if I take it out of gear without clutching, hit the brakes, I want to see, oh yeah, I'm going to be able to see that drawbar no problem. But that's not why I wanted to stop. I wanted to stop and see if the thing will start back out in 11th. And it does. And that's, I don't think it would start out in 12th. If you had it in 12th gear, okay, try it again. Why does that thing start out? So I had it at 13. There it's a neutral. Then we go back up. So it does start out in whatever gear you put it in neutral. It'll start out in that gear. You learn new things every day. It's going to take some getting used to. Yeah, I thought this thing always started out in 7th. I want to see something, so we're neutral. Let's go to park. Let's go out of park. I thought this thing started out in 7th. Why did it start out 9th though? Or is that when you turn the key, or is that when you first start it? It starts in 7th. That'd be weird. Oh, we gotta find a place to park this big piggy. Where do we want to park the big piggy? No, it's not really a piggy. It just resembles a big piggy because it's big. And pigs are big. This thing is going to take a lot of room. Yep, a lot of room to get turned. This thing does not turn as short as the 7000 series. Let's see, where's the reverse? No, why? So when you bump the shifter forward, it slows down, and when you pull the shifter back, it speeds up. I don't really like that, but it is what it is. Never in 1,000 years would I have guessed that paint would have shined up as nice as it does. That, I'm really amazed. I mean, that 7810 don't look bad either. Now that we got 3 big tractors, I know that is going on the grain cart because Dad don't like us beating the 7810 or 7800 up on the cart. The 7800 or 7810 can run the cart. That is primarily going to be the ground working tractor, the Salford working tractor, primarily. And that is set up for that. So yeah.